Release District.
No, what I'm saying, is some people will say, that when people do bad things, it's an act against it's like a rebellious act, and obviously against the person oppressing you. You see, so sometimes you might, why are you stealing that drink from the shop? You're like, bruv, no, bruv, man, you're struggling. I'm tired of people taking my money. These people are taking my bread, fam. You see, like, why am I getting overtaxed? And the tax that's being taken from me is paying these man's bills or blah blah blah. I'm here to take back what's mine. Somebody could say, you know what, bro? As you just said, that you're making so much sense. I've been working for 30 years of my life, and I've been getting unfairly taxed just for somebody to live somewhere and do fuck all, and I'm paying for them. Yeah, but people are taking my money or this and that. You might say, fuck that. I'm taking back what's rightfully mine, but you're taking back what's rightfully yours in an unlawfully way. You see?
How? What's the unlawful way?
Okay, what's unlawfully way? Like, you're taking back what's yours. Like, might be doing some man might be doing F. You see? How many times have man probably grown up and said, oh no, the government are taxing us, they're taking my bread, so I'm gonna take their bread back. I'm taking my bread back. This is me taking my money back. I'm not doing fraud. I'm just taking what's the money that I got taxed, or the money that they're taking from my mum. My mum got frauded. Somebody used my dad's details for Domino's pizza. All of that. All of that. Nah, big man.
Why, when it comes to DJ, why is it always pizza?
Bro, Bear Man love to deep pizza. You know what it is? In that situation, I think that's the problem. That's the easiest to bang. Maybe trying to give out hints or whatnot, or I guess when it comes to banging, these food is always the top of the menu. You see, because you're always thinking you can order a mazzoline. Bro, if man are ordering 5 bills, 2 bag things, what's 2 bills worth of food, fam? Bro, man used to come in cardboard boxes for food, bro. Trust me. So, what I'm basically saying is that, like, that's why sometimes it's so mad. Sometimes I fuck with the villain, because I believe at times, that guy is probably a super villain, because deep throughout his life, he probably grown up and somebody's affected him in a way. That
do you know what? It's like the Joker. Like, when I watched the Joker, the film.
I need to watch it still.
Yeah, it's like, I actually felt his vibe. Like, I was thinking, do you know, I fuck with this guy, because he was like awkward. He had the disability when he was younger, where he would laugh. Don't. Let me not spoil it. Yeah. Anyway,
I need to watch it, but yeah.
Seeing his story and basically what you just described as him going through something in his primary socialization, it's like, it made me go up to side of, not go up like as if I grew up with him. It made me, in the film, look at him. It made
you relate to him.
Yeah, exactly. He became relatable, and it was like, okay, you know what? I get his story. He's not as evil as they make out to be in the Batman movies. They've just been through some mad shit, and he's now the Joker. Do you know what I mean?
He's now the Joker, and that, you know what it is, it's the life he's decided to play. Like, there's some people that could say during their lifetime they might go through certain things, and they might go through that decision and say, you know what, I'm gonna live this type of life. This isn't me. I want to get back to He said, fuck this. This is me. I'm riding. Yeah. Started laughing. You see? I haven't seen the film, but I just know the vibe. Because Joker, from when the guy could, this guy could hammer your head to Smith Marine and start laughing, fam.
Yeah, he's mad.
Not knowing that. Okay, I didn't know that it was a disability, but just showing that, you get me. It's mad, bro. But that's where I always see that there's always a reason to badness. I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, you have a man has his own mind in the situation. Like, if you're beefing. If I'm beefing this guy and you're cool with that guy, I can't. Although I'll be pissed, or I may not be pissed, but at the end of the day, that's your decision. It's up to me now to decide what.
But you see, with music, yeah, it's mad because if you do a tune with the op, you're gonna have to perform it in some cases. Maybe there's now shows. Now you're gonna be rolling with them.
Oh yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
That's why it's so hard.
It's like use me as an example. Yeah, I go and make a tune with your op. Yeah, and then now it does well on GRM, and now we're getting shows. Now I'm yo shout me yo, K, what you in? I'm like, yeah, I just got a show tonight. Still, it can come true though, but it's with them, man. You know.
And you know it's not. You know the madness thing is, yeah, it's not even that. It's the bars that will be said. So imagine you be saying, obviously man has braids and that.
Yeah.
Obviously the op will say, yeah, duck man down with K.Solz. Duck man down by K.Solz.
That's me.
And you're like, bro, that you talk about me, fam. I'll be like, brother, and you're riding with my man. You're dragging man down? You know what? I told you I was strategically plan to run up on you. Because I know any minute you could turn. You could turn against me. You could turn into an op. And you know why? And the thing is, yeah, I might be appalled at you. And you be like, oh, you might go to my op and say, oh, why is Dammo bitching, fam, man? And you be like, what do you mean? What's happening? No, he chatting shit, fam, man. I know what you mean.
You know what you mean?
And that's it.
No.
There's niggas out there that will say that shit. I know what you mean about blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't even know you. It's just like a different block.
Huh? No,
it might just be a different block. Like, it might just be like, that was you. That he's from them blocks, isn't it? Yeah, they don't know you, and then they like you're thinking your guys are up because he's rolling with them. But they won't know you to like really discuss you. It's not all cases that you know you're up personally or you know how they are. It could just be because you're from different ends.
No, but you have to remember, yeah, these man, like they know, like these man are actually ops, like they know each other. Like we got to remember, London's not big.
Yeah,
not a big,
like
not really a big city. Like so, it's not hard to know where every man resides and all of that. Who the man roll with and whatnot. Back to the main thing, basically. Is this up lifestyle fucking up the music game in the UK? I believe it is because, you know, there's so much talent. You understand? Couple men have sent diss tracks out to each other and whatnot, this and that. But if you put that talent together, it beats a lot of countries. You understand? However, you can't disregard what's happened behind the scenes.
But do you know what made music exciting for me growing up? And I can't lie.
It's the beef.
It was the fact that, that in America, my man's got beef with my man. Jay-Z versus Nas. Biggie versus Tupac. It makes you think, who's better? Who's going to win? It brings competition. It brings excitement.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's not that... I don't think it's necessarily holding the UK back. I'll say maybe holding individuals back, like certain man, if they're not willing to do certain things because of the whole beef thing and ops, then it's like you might be limiting your bag because that guy that you could collab with, he could grow your audience to another level. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But then at the same time, like if we're going by street principles, I understand it. I understand. If you're gonna be loyal, you have to be loyal to the end. Do you know what I mean?
But listen, but you know what?
But not everyone. The thing is, people have their own, put their own values on other people. So like, just because you feel that this guy should have similar principles and not mess with that artist because he has to be loyal or whatever, you can't, I don't know, you just can't put your own values on other people. People will disappoint you.
No, of course, but you know what it is? From a fan's view with some of these people, like the fact that you two are beefing, it's a shame to me because it's like both of you are fucking hard, fam. Like, can you imagine if you both put one of your 16s that you sent for each other together in a track, and it will probably be a madness. That's the thing, but you can't disregard what's happened behind the scenes. That's front down. That's why I said.
That's why I said it's sticky. Like it's because of it could be death in it.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just expect.
But that's emotion. Like you've
People to throw that out the window.
You've infiltrated a man's emotions.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. If a man gets punched up or this and that, but when you start doing certain things that really infiltrate your emotion, bro, that's war to some people. Like you've entered a different sort of zone that you've involved in. You see, and you might think, oh yeah, man's got them, but you don't know you have an enemy for life.
Yeah.
And that's bro, that's what it is. That's why, unfortunately, as much as I want a lot of these men to squash beef and make music together, some of these men literally can't because they're standing next to the person that killed their cousin or their brother.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that
you understand?
It's peak.
So
and I don't know. It's a sticky one, like, but I feel like this should be like people should actually like the youngers, especially coming up. Like if you've got a passion, like music, for instance, or sports, well, music especially, or any type of passion that could get you to a level of fame where you're well known, you should really watch how you move on ends. Like focus on what you're doing, because if you get into too much madness, like you won't even be able to enjoy your talents or enjoy what you want to do, what you actually are passionate about, because you'll be so focused on watching your back more than anything. And a lot of artists go through that, and it's a bit mad. So I would advise the next generation that are coming up, the teenagers now, that you lot focus on what you're doing instead of all of this up ends thing, and don't feel like, even with this whole drill music thing, don't feel like you have to move like you got Opps or you have to be a bad man. Like
a lot of these man, that's the thing. A lot of these man don't have Opps.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, remember, that's what I said.
Who is after you? Like, bruv, who is after? Nobody is after you. Why are you saying these things? You know, it's not every. Listen, you know, like, I think when we were like 15 years old, yeah, I just started thinking, bruv, you know, when we were our age, we started saying, do it for the mash, do it for the. I just started thinking, you know what, fam? Man don't have no guns. Like, I'm 15, I'm thinking, I don't have no guns, fam. Why is man talking about AK? You know, I'm thinking, why is man doing that? Why?
You know why that's messed up here? Because, like, I agree, like, I feel like all of us when we was younger, when I first started MCing, I would name guns, I would talk all this shit. But the thing is, yeah, I feel like, yeah, we all go through it. But you know, there's certain man, yeah, that because of music or because of wanting to have content to be able to, things to be able to say and be certified, certain man went on the roads just so that they can put it in music.
Justify their thing.
Yeah, or just so they can put it in their music.
And it's sad.
And that is scary, innit? Like, when you think about it, that's mad. Like, because you want to be relevant musically, you're now going to move, you're going to go on the roads, and that could finish you.
That could. Just
you know what I mean?
In the blink of an eye, bro. You might just say, yeah, man actually does what man does.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone wants that certification. And it sounds crazy, but there's a lot of man that do it.
Bro.
There's a lot of man that do that, trust me.
I said, a lot of man don't need to trap.
Yeah.
A lot of man don't need to do F.
It's true.
A lot of man don't need to do
It's true, because you know what it is, yeah? In the game, yeah, just like you could say there's going to be a bag of man that do music and only a certain man are going to blow. It's the same with the trap. Just because you say you're trapping, don't mean you're going to be the guy like that's making mad bread. It don't mean you're going to be like that guy you saw in the music video that's got the Rolls Royce or whatever it is that you're seeing that you think trapping's going to get you. It's not. It's not always. There's only a certain number of people that can do it well. I will succeed out of it. Do you know what I mean? No, it's like every industry you go in.
But unless you're ready to have Opps. Like, the way I see life is, yeah, the way to make it in life, you need to not have a soul. You see what I'm trying to say?
No emotion.
You cannot care about another man or another woman.
Yeah.
You cannot put emotion 1st. That's the only way. The way life here has been perceived. That's how you make it in life. If you don't care about if I don't care about your downfall, and I know that your downfall will help me rise.
Yeah.
You understand? If I don't understand that, I'm not gonna blow. Whereas I'm thinking, no, I can't do that. I need to help my brother. But as I'm helping you, I'm putting myself as a disadvantage. You know why I'm putting myself as a disadvantage? Because I'm going from 100 to 50. It's 50-50 instead of 100. You see?
That's such a selfish way to think of it.
You understand? But it's such a selfish way, but that sustains my growth.
Yeah, but what
Can
if
you see?
what if you got a team? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work, but you have to remember what is that person's end goal. My end goal could be me and you. We get that Spotify deal, 10 million.
Yeah.
Or could be me and you. We get that. We're on the verge of getting that Spotify deal. Maybe we fall out or something happens, and I've cut you off.
That could never happen.
You understand? But it could. But how? How do you know it could never happen? If I emotionally manipulate you, you understand? There's ways, bro. That's you have to remember this, bro. You have to have no soul in order to reach the top. No, I'm not saying that's the only way to reach the top, because there's clean-hearted people out there that reach the top. But what is the top? Some people see that clean-hearted person could be on 5 billion, but that soulless person could be on 15 billion. They're both still in that bracket of successful, but everybody will see that person did that because he sold drugs, he did this, he did that, he did that. I'm not saying you have to have no soul to sell drugs, but you understand. We have to be real with a lot of things are hurting people. If we're selling fake prescriptions, we're damaging that person. Oh shit, we're damaging that person for our own personal gain. You understand? If we're being accountants and we're basically lying to that person to help them reduce their tax or this and that.
Yeah, but you're really taking all the money.
But you understand? We're helping that person short term, but if that person gets caught out, they're gonna get hurt. But we don't care because we've helped our way. If you're a doctor and you're doing surgeon, you by accident you snip the wrong thing.
I don't know why I laugh at these things. It's fucked up.
You understand? But you snip the wrong thing. Think about it. But because you know what, you probably bribed that head surgeon. They could have failed you on that assessment. But
you paid them off.
Yeah, you paid them off. Knowing that you're a danger to your hazard in killing, you're prone to killing a patient.
Yeah.
But because he's been paid off handsomely, fam, fine boyly, bro. We're fine boys. So can you imagine us somebody paying us as a fine boy? We're fine. So, Bob, me, I'm priceless, bro. So that guy will be forever rich, eternally. You understand? Just for him to wave the eye and say, cool. Bro, yeah, like I said, yeah. Like, personally, it's not a thing of... so man, I've made so many points, yeah, that I've lost my way.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, my thing is like, what's mad is that, like I was saying, that sometimes people adopt the beefs, and like you said as well, they don't know why they're beefing. Maybe it's just an instinct. All right, them men are from the other side. Like, you can't like them, man. So my thing is that if you're an artist now, your focus is music, and you got a good collaboration that your label or whoever or your peoples can line up, and you can do it. But the only problem is it will offend your block or the people where you're from. But at the same time, you're not really involved in the beef like that. But just because you're from the ends, you kind of have to, represent. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it crazy to make that move anyway if there's a lot of money on the table and you could change your family's life?
What, to basically ride out with them?
No, to like to do the collab or to take the deal.
To collab with your op? Yeah,
not your op. Like I said, someone that your block someone that's from the block of. Okay, so
You know what? The way I'm gonna answer this, yeah, I know what you're saying. Basically, if you're right, if you're basically given the opportunity to get out, yeah, but the only way to get out is to do something in collaboration with your op.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you.
Not your up though. You're not even involved in the beef, because this is what I'm saying. It's not everyone that's involved.
No, but I'll be real.
It's just your block. Like your area has beef with the next area, and you've got opportunity to collab with someone from that opposition area, and it could change your life and your people around you's life. Like with that foresight, should that be an automatic? What I'm trying to get at is the
way I see it, yeah, the way we grown up, yeah, like you would dare not to think of doing that. You would dare not. Let's be real, fam. You would never ever.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Some artists do that though.
But you know what? You know what it is, yeah, and I have to be honest and I have to be grown about it. Like I rate the man that does that. That takes the heat off the ends. I will call you a snake, you're this, you're that. But you know what? He did it for the fact that he's going to change the people that are calling him a snake and all of that people's life. He changed the whole ends of life by possibly making the hottest track of the summer. Oh, you understand? And
do you know what? Do you know what's mad, yeah? It's like a lot of people will be like, look at this guy, snake, or they'll judge him, yeah? But should I be honest? Like, further down the line, when man start reaching late 30s, 40s, the guys that did survive from the road thing, they all end up squashing their beefs anyway.
Because they realise how silly it was.
Yeah, these are beefs that have had like deaths and whatever involved.
Okay, when I say silly, not silly in the sense of like they're thinking, bruv, I can't believe we're still
doing this, and maybe they have families and
some
they
of
have
them
children.
might say it's not even my beef, it's my boy, but
do you know what I'm saying?
You understand? But then you know what it is, yeah? It's just the extent of you know what it is, yeah? It's not even, bruv, the way I see it is it's the fact that we all have friends, yeah? And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, that takes something to the another level that didn't need to go there. You understand? Somebody might step on your shoe. You could just say, oh, my guy, come on, man, you stepping on my shoe, man. They could say, oh, sorry, man, no, bro. Cool, bro, just please keep your eyes open next time.
Yeah.
You understand? Another guy, so like, what? Bro, are you dumb? Brother, do you know, hey, bro, wipe my shoe. Yeah, you know, in the midst of a party, you're telling a grown man to wipe your shoe, get water, and you're like,
if a man asks you to wipe your shoes, it's a straight fighting thing. It's not because you're not gonna go in a party.
That's your reaction. Somebody told you to wipe, and you're like, what? Would you wipe your shoe, fam? That's an accident.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, are you fucking stupid? Are you telling? You understand any sort of reaction if you don't wipe the person's shoe? Are you fucking?
They're wiping you.
They're wiping you, fam. Somebody else comes down and says, well, what happened? Bro, this guy, they don't tell him that he did wipe his. Bro, the guy violated me.
Yeah.
That's it. As soon as someone says, you violated my boy, the alcohol's in my liquor, I'm free tonight, you violated my vibe. We're putting you down. You see, and that's how it starts.
Yeah.
You understand? Bruv, trust me, man. It all comes down to the individual. Sometimes we all have that friend that, well, yeah, that's what I'm basically saying. We all have that friend that takes things to the extreme.
Yeah, that's true.
The extreme. You might. So I know man's talking, but it might be a thing that the guy violated. You're happy to, not that you're happy to accept the violation, but you're like looking at it like, bro, this is nothing. But man will even wipe you anyway. Like, I'm not trying to spoil the night. There's things here. Let's keep it moving. You tell your boy, what? Alright, cool. Say nothing before the end of the night. Probably you understand. Before the end, bro, you find out your boy wiped the guy. By accident, or I don't know, police have come, they're taking your boy. You understand? And you're looking at your boy like, bro, why? Why is it you, bro? Why did you have to do that, fam? Did you see me? I'm like, but you violated your brother, you're my boy. Now the thing is, he's making a valid point. This is where people do bad things but for the greater good.
Yeah, but you see with the music thing is something now that I'm talking about, like I'm talking about the people that are just from the ends
Okay.
that have beef. It's not really your boy. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But they have that heat on them to not collaborate with the other side. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm really trying to get at is that sometimes, yeah, when you're on ends and you have beef, the only reason why beef is so heightened, yeah, is because there's usually other struggles in each people's life.
Yeah.
Like maybe my man's, his family are they're suffering, they're having debt problems or whatever.
Yeah.
And, maybe he couldn't have cereal that morning because they didn't have milk in the house. And now on top of that, he's got to walk down the road and see a Opp. And then the other guy, he's got his own struggles. Maybe his parents are always fighting in the house. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying that two people, when you're going through issues that we have on ends, on the block, on the estate, it's usually heightened by problems that are really happening generally.
You know what's so mad, yeah? As you're talking, yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, them two people, yeah, imagine they're both going through certain things, yeah. They see each other, they start fighting. Mm-hmm. But what if instead of fighting, they actually told each other how they actually feel
in real life?
So if one man said, "Bruv, what's good? But why you screwing, man?" Like, bro,
you don't know.
You don't know. My girl left me, fam.
Yeah, like I'm angry. It's not you.
I'm not angry,
it's
bro.
Not you.
Why are you screwing me back, though? Bro, you know what? Yeah, man just got beats by my mum. I failed my exam, fam.
Yeah.
I swear down. What exam did you fail? English. I swear down. Oh, you're dumb. You should have told me. I would have helped you.
Yeah, but they don't know each other.
What do you mean you're dumb? I would have helped you about your girl. They can still end up fighting. Don't get me wrong.
You just let them down beef. You was onto something because I'm saying if they actually smoke.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm onto something. Like they could, it still comes down to the decision. They could still end up fighting, but then because they explain to each other, my girl left me. I failed my exam. I got beats. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna help you out to get better girl. I'm gonna help you out to. Boom. I didn't even know you was like this. I didn't know you either, fam. It's because you keep screwing me. No, now we know why you're screwing each other. No, we should be friends. It could end up being cool, but you know what? What I'm trying to say, yeah, if they actually spoke and told each other how they feel, rather than actually, boom, like they screw each other for time and just say, what's good? Where you from? Boom, boom, boom. Why you watch me? Nah, bruv, come. You understand? If they're all doing that, then you get me. It's just we're just fighting a losing battle. Like, man, them open up, fam. If a man's screwing you, and you're asking him why is he screwing you, just tell him why you're screwing. He might be having a bad. Man might actually be having.
No, don't screw. Just be like, you right, cuz.
Yeah,
like, you seem a bit angry, but that could come across patronizing as well. Though.
It can. You know what? The pride is too much because you know what it is. A lot of men were alpha males, but we're taking this alpha male too far to a point that, like, alpha males feel that they don't need to express how they feel because if they don't want to become weak, they don't want to be seen as weak. But listen, sometimes an alpha male still needs to express
to vent a little.
You need to vent.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
But what was I saying? There's one more thing. Yeah. So the reason why I was saying, those people. Yeah, the reason why I was saying that a lot of the beef on the ends in the hood is fueled by other problems as well as whatever caused the beef. Mm-hmm. My thing is, if both your block and the opposition's block have someone that's in position to change their lives and their people's around them lives, why does the beef matter anymore? I know, like we said, death is something that can cause beef for life, but if there's been death on both sides now, and like what I'm trying to say is, if you are my op, you've blown, yeah, and you're performing at one place, I've blown, and I've changed a couple man's life around me. You've changed a couple man's life around you. Isn't there a point where we can actually both say, do you know what? I never have personally had beef with you.
Yeah.
But I only beefed you because you're part of that block. Ain't there a point where we can say, bruv, bruv, like, you're fucking rich. You're not on ends no more. I'm rich. I'm not on ends no more. So why can't we don't have to be cool, man. I don't have to sit near you or whatever. But why can't we be in the same place? Or why is there such a barrier?
You know what?
Don't you think this is what I'm trying to say? Because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, I know there's beef over like things that actually happen, but then I feel like a lot of people in the ends and hood are angry because of struggle. I think that's a big part of the anger or the aggressive nature. Do you know what I mean?
It's definitely struggle, but it's a lot of pride and ego behind it. Like, a lot of man, you have to remember, like, embarrassment to some man is like death row. And some people just the thought of embarrassment, being embarrassed, or having some sort of one up on.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is like, what if you're both sides? You both got someone doing well now.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing well, the other person's doing well. Why can't you both be in the same area? Why do you have to bring the hood? I'm looking at it from both sides. I'm not saying that I don't understand that the fact is sometimes war is war.
You have to remember, it's a pride, fam. Somebody boy has died in that situation, and they're saying, "Fuck it, this is for my man. This is in memory of my man." Somebody could come and say, "Yeah, listen, we want to bring the." Somebody could say, "What? What? You think my man will be happy? This is what we're riding for." A man that he put his life on the line for us. And for the Opps.
And now we're mingling with
now we're mingling with these men because they're getting a couple money, couple checks in. We're selling ourselves for these men. That's how certain man will think. They're thinking,
it's true.
Think about it. And whereas
I get that as well. I get it. I fully understand.
You have to get it, and that's why I always say, man sometimes fucks with the villain. You understand? Because I understand that they're not the villain by choice. They didn't wake up and choose to be a villain.
Yeah.
They became a villain because something happened to them, and they couldn't. It was so hard for them to let that shit go.
Yeah.
You understand? And it affected them. You understand? But it's one of them ones. It's tough. But sometimes, like Louis said in Snowfall, like, this shit's just gonna keep going on and on and on.
Yeah.
Like, until there's nobody left. You understand? There's only be one person left in the industry, standing there, and by the time there's one person left in the industry, nobody's going to be interested anymore. So everybody just basically killed each other off for the entertainment of other people, and now everybody's just probably watching football now. You see, but yeah, man.
But yeah,
that was an interesting one. Still,
I'll just sum up by saying that, like, I feel like once you're in it, you're in it. Once there's been war that may that has caused death and whatever, it's hard to just expect the cycle to stop.
Yeah,
because it's like someone's always gonna want to revenge someone. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
But so all I can say is that, like, for the youngers, the generation that ain't involved in all of that yet, but can get influenced, I would just say, like, think about what you want to do in life
completely,
and think and through all the experience that a lot of people share, because now on the internet and different podcasts, a lot of ex-roadmen share their stories. Actually take it in and listen and have foresight in your life and think, do you want to be at a point where you can't live your normal life because you got real ops, not no imaginary ones? You know what I mean?
You know what's so mad? Yeah, a lot of these men don't understand what not being able to go to one area means.
It's not just one area. Not being able. Imagine the feeling of not being able to sleep. You don't want to sleep because these people know where you live.
It's mad.
Like, they can run up anytime. I know certain man, that have had to roll with vests and shit, like,
they don't. Yeah,
bulletproof vests, fam.
And it's one of them ones. Like,
and they had to board up their house. Like, I know people that's got real beef, fam. Like,
really on the.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's cool. Like, when it's peak, it's peak.
It's peak.
Especially if you've got other family, like, you live at home with your parents. Like, you don't want to be dragging. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine? You know the madness is, like, driving, like, your dad or your mum or your brother says driving your whip for that day, and everybody knows that's your whip. So
Yeah.
on that day, by mistake, they might take that out to shopping or something, and because everybody's identified that whip as you, they start shooting at that whip
Yeah.
till they realize that's a family member. That's not you. Then you literally just put a family member in the position for in a certain situation for no reason. And bro, trust me, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna be fake. I love the gang life. I know I love that whole vibe. You know, the shit that man used to, like, when we were young growing up. But when you actually deep it, like, it's not worth it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't wanna sit here and just try and tell you, yeah, it's wavy. It's not worth it, man. Get your money. There's many ways to get your money up than you get me doing the cliche shit. You see.
But yeah, man. So I just advise people, like, look, have foresight. Foresight is the word. Foresight. Think about your life. Think about how it's gonna be. You do. It's not every time you're gonna dead off yourself before you're 30.
Trust me.
You know what I'm saying? You never, like, you don't know what your life.
You need to live your life, bruv. Trust me. I'm 30. I've just realized, like, my life has started. There's beautiful women out there, bro.
And you know, when you get older, yeah, there's just something about the way the dating life works. It's just from some, you know, like, I feel like it's just much more comfortable as you get older. Why are you banging on the pod?
Oh, sorry. You know what it is, yeah? sorry.
That could have been saved till later.
It's true. You know what it is, yeah? As man's 30, yeah, like, your eyes start opening. I start realizing there's so much more opportunity than.
Yeah.
Not saying that when I was 20s, in my 20s, but firstly, I thank God I've reached 30.
Yeah.
You get me? But you realize, fam, like, even like I said, the dating life.
Yeah.
It's so old. It's old.
Is that, and because I feel,
I'm
do you know, I feel like
I'm so far
I feel
with my girls.
I feel like back in the day, yeah, like, girls are more shy, and when you were young, you're a bit shy as well. So you'd be both sides. You'll be very careful about, not all the time. Like, obviously, sometimes you get them girls that are just on crud.
Yeah.
You know, when you were younger. But like now, I feel like as I'm older, like, women can be more direct with me to tell me what they want.
Yeah.
Like, and like you get to know that, like,
It's just a common understanding now.
yeah, that's it. It's a common
that's all it
understanding,
is.
like, grown shit. Do you know what I mean? And I'm telling you, for some reason, I don't know why, but when you're older, the women, like, they just come now. Like, they just it's,
You know,
it's not effort. It's not effort.
Well, you know, we have children, fam. we're fertile men, fam. You know what? I'm a provider, cuz. So, you know, I'm a father of nature. Man needs to understand, bruv. Like, if like, you know, when they realize you're gonna have kids, you're fertile, bruv. Some of these women, they don't even care. They don't even care if you're not with them. Just give them a baby, bruv.
The game's dangerous, and that goes on to my next point. It's like, when you're around your 30s, if you meet girls your age, more time they're looking to find someone to settle, or they want kids. You know what I mean?
That's all it is. Like,
So my thing is like, I just feel like girls are more ready to not play around, but, like, I mean, they're ready for the game. The dating game is very active.
As they get older, they know what the deal is, innit? They know, are you here for the long term or the short term? Like, you understand? And it's the opposite, and it's opposite as well with man to girl. Are you here for boom 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 or boom? Let me know. Yeah, well, some men innit, and some girl, like, there's still them people that like to mislead people or like to do that chase thing, but. Yeah, man.
Anyway, the moral of the story is, don't be afraid to grow gracefully, because it gets lit. Trust me. But yeah, you know, I always ask you a weird question that will get our minds racing, and we always have banter out of it.
Okay.
So this week's one is, you meet God. It's one of them ones. You meet God now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, Damo, you're going back into the world.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you two options. You could go back and have unlimited time, which means timeless, never ends. You don't have to age, nothing. Or you could have unlimited money. Which one would you choose?
Oh, you know what it is, yeah? Let me say, yeah, unlimited time is a luxury in life. Makes sense. But you have to... It starts to get creepy for me. And I always have to bring it to Clartin. Because now...
This is going to be your trademark now.
No, because listen. Now, as your unlimited lifetime and that means you be Clartin your children's friends. Your children's friends. You understand? You be charged. But what show was it? That I think it was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That my man Bucky's like 300 or something years old or something, and this guy dating young Asian lady or something like that.
Bucky?
Is it Bucky? I don't know. Is it Bucky? I don't think she's an Asian lady, but she's you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that episode. He went to the cafe. He's chilling with the old man next to him, but the old man he's his actual age. So them men are actually the same age, but Bucky's still young.
Who's Bucky? That's not Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So obviously he's chirping the girl. Man, just a chirp, you know. That's man's old. But he's moving to the girl in the shop. He moved to the girl in the shop. But you have to remember. I remember the part. She said, "How old are you?" He said, "I'm 100 and something years old." And she started laughing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's, I remember that. Now,
you understand? She started laughing. And deep about it. You are 160 years old, and this girl says she's 25.
Yeah, but why does that matter, bruv? You don't age.
But you don't age. But do you not understand, bruv? You are 160 years old. Fucking 6th generation, fam.
You never die. That's lit. You just get to live.
But do you not understand, fam? That means, fam, you are ultra pedophile, fam.
No, bro. No one in the world knows you're a pedophile. You're always gonna be young.
No, but that means that you're
gonna look young.
Okay, you're gonna look young, but you're deceiving that person because you have lied to that person about your age. Fam.
Well, as long as you're not doing it with underage girls and you're just doing it with legal age.
Fair enough. But no, fam, no, it's still wrong. Because
fam, if you have
listen. This is the age control that we put if you're under 18. But if they said in the guidelines you cannot be over 150 years old, otherwise this is marked as a crime. Fam, it's a crime. You are beating somebody that you do not love. That you.
No, it's not the same. If someone is legal, and you're 100 and something. Or 300 years old, let's say, but you look at the age of a 30-year-old, and your gift is that you can never die. You're just you have unlimited time, Then why is it bad,
bruv?
Because you don't age. You're gonna stay the same age.
You're beating.
It's just the years,
bruv. You're beating your boys.
Okay, but it's just great granddaughter. But the great granddaughter.
Is that what you're on?
Looks.
Let me know.
No, it looks in your age range.
Are you trying to beat man's great granddaughter, fam?
If
you better tell me
listen to me now. If I have unlimited time on the earth, of course I'm beating them. Are you mad? If
I have to start strategizing for you now. How dare you say you want to beat my great granddaughter?
Bro, you're not gonna know shit. You're decades
so that's your
gone.
plan.
No, I'm saying if I have unlimited time, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna be part of that world.
But you won't tell me that you have unlimited time, so you wait for me to die. So you come to my grave, then you start telling me.
This ain't real. We don't have unlimited time. But what I'm trying to say, is if you did. You're well within your rights to be beating somebody's great grandchildren because you're gonna be in their world and part of their generation.
Of course not.
That means you're part of everyone's generation.
It'll be interesting, not the beating side, but just the fact of you go through.
Unlimited time, fam.
You've gone through so many different ages, so many different eras. So
you can spend 50 years sleeping and not feel nothing.
You know? For 50 years.
Yeah, like you could be a bum for 50 years, just not do shit.
Yeah, that's what
because you know that eventually I could just in my next decade, I could just, or the next generation, I could just hustle then, innit?
What you say? You set your alarm for 2071.
Yeah, man, I clock out.
Let's sleep
You just
for
look
time.
you get up, you look at your phone, you see what's going on social media. Oh, the screens don't pop out yet. Fuck that shit.
But you know what the thing is? Back to the thing, like unlimited time. That's how nice. Unlimited money. I feel like I fuck with this one a bit more because like death, it's like a thing that is certain. Like
Yeah, but unlimited time means you don't have to face death no more.
no, but that's
Until Jesus comes back and the judgment day. And
but deep it. You have to deep it. Yeah, like if there's one thing certain in life is you're gonna die.
yeah, but stop saying it for this scenario because you have a choice now.
Let me land.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one with the money in it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, like that's what I'm saying. One thing in life is that you're gonna die in it, and that's something that although everybody fears, I guess everybody will want to experience that one time in their life.
What, death?
When they get older, like when you get
If you get older though, yeah. If you grow old.
like, God willing, you get to your old age, and
Yeah.
there's gonna be a time you might wake up and be like, "Bro, I'm tired now. Like, let me see my family for the last time. Then let me go." You understand? So, in that case now, like having unlimited money, obviously I would look after myself to the fullest. Do whatever I want, go everywhere, generational wealth, everything. It will make so much sense, and it's like you won't have to worry again.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Obviously, you might come to that sort of complications of people may only like you because of money. They might not actually have any sort of real sentiment towards you. So they just want to be on your good side because when you do die, there's a possibility you might have them in your will. You see? But if I had to choose between one or two, personally, I'll choose money still.
So you want to live fast, die young?
Live fast, die young. Like,
that's what it is.
When I say die young, I'm
Because
talking.
think about it like this: in unlimited time, you have so much time to take L's and then eventually get your wins.
Yeah.
You're not limited by a
Okay.
lifetime. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could fuck up for 100 years, and then by your 101st year, you can become rich because you've tried everything.
But then,
But what you're describing is someone who wants to live fast. You want to live life. You want to turn up quickly, but you know that it's going to come to an end, and you're happy. You're cool.
yep.
Whereas if you've got unlimited time, if you've got unlimited time, at least one point in that time, I can't even say one point. It's hard to say because it's like it never ends. So you're bound to have a point where you'll be rich in that never-ending cycle.
You know what it is, yeah? Because what do I say? All good things come to an end, isn't it? You can't have a party for 10 days.
I did when I went to Ibiza for a party.
But I guarantee, like probably the seventh party, you're like, fuck, man's done.
Yeah. No, we forced ourselves to do it every night because we thought that's what you do when you're in Ibiza. But when I came back, I was gone, finished.
You're gone, and you understand? You timed out.
Yeah.
You understand? But imagine a life with no time out. Time out.
But as I said, you can sleep for 50 years, fam.
True.
You can just be like, okay, you know what? I've done a lot. In my never-ending time, I'm going to go and sleep for years.
Okay, but then you sleep for years, yeah. You wake up 2071. The people that you roll with now are dead. So you have to.
Yeah, but after a while, you'll get used to that.
You have to start making new friends.
Yeah, but after a while, you get used to that. You know your life. You know you're meant to go through different generations.
Yeah.
So you always learn to have a. But it must be hard though, actually.
It's hard, but
because it's like the amount of deaths you'll see.
But after the first 10 years, yeah. Or okay, the first 10 occasions. Fam, do you know how many times you'll be crying? Fam?
I thought about it. That's what I said. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, it's hard.
Crying.
Yeah.
Until you have to, then you just become insensitive. But the thing is, as you become insensitive,
You will. Yeah, that's true. You will become insensitive to
and
it.
it comes to a point that you become insensitive and you start affecting your relationship with people around you. Because when somebody
They'll say that
crying,
you're not,
how
yeah.
could you not? Don't you feel this way?
I know even that you won't be as invested emotionally anymore because you'll be like, I'm gonna lose you anyway, so
Can you
there's no
imagine?
point of me getting too
And
close.
somebody say, how can you say that to your friend? You're gonna lose me. You know the word there. You know African friends. You say, oh, God forbid, God forbid. And we come back to send that. You say, no, you can't. I've seen it happen before. This is not fam.
No, truthfully, I don't.
You're a judge, man.
Yeah, definitely, you definitely be seen as that.
Judge, man, fam.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll personally choose long life, money. You know, sort out the family. Family comes with that.
Unlimited money.
You see, family means a lot to me. So you get me, unlimited money, generational wealth, and just make sure the people around me are good. You see, once you keep the people around you good and your family good, then I personally don't really, honestly see a reason why she's gonna go down.
What would I choose? Unlimited time.
What would you choose?
I don't know, you know, because the reason why I like.
You're already telling me that you're trying to clock man's great grand.
Yeah, no, but the reason why I like unlimited time is because it's like, as long as I can sleep, I'll just always be alive. I can do what the fuck I want. I could really experience this world. Unlimited money is like, it's all good, but that's what it is. Because I personally, I'll probably go for unlimited time, you know.
Because you can spend $1 billion in a day, and even though that's hard to spend in a day, but every hour of your day is patterned. In this hour, you're gonna be there, there. Pay for a private jet, fly down here. You're gonna go, you have this party. You can get anybody in the world. I'm not saying women are impressionable with money, but you can get.
But I feel like if I have unlimited time, I have enough time to figure out how to do that manually. I'll do it manually. I'll figure out a way. I'll spend years upon years researching, working out ways to make money, and eventually I will make money.
But would you get tired of, like, I don't know, man, being obviously bare different things, but.
No, being a state, no, bruv. Every generation is a new excitement for me because it's like a new set of people, a new set of
beliefs.
Are you there checking, woman?
Me.
On your phone. But yeah, a whole.
You all in my grill.
Like imagine that you have unlimited time, and you was back in the day when there was no internet, and people used to like literally meet in person, and you know, socially was what the social setting was meeting people physically, yeah. And imagine you go sleep for years, then you wake up, and now all you're seeing is Instagram, Facebook.
You'll struggle.
Yeah, but the point is that it's now a new experience. Yeah. It's a new set of people to get used to. You always be experiencing. You always be around. And that you always be able to make money. So for me, I think I'll personally go to unlimited time. That's me.
You know what? As you're even putting it out there like that, it does sound interesting. Like, no, honestly, like, forget the whole clarting thing. Yeah. Put clarting aside. I only use that because I feel like that's quite important to be like. It'll be weird, like.
But the thing is, with unlimited time,
bro, like you'll be chilling. You're chilling with your legacy. When your son has his youth, you're chilling. Yeah. When he has his youth, you're chilling
with them. Yeah.
When you understand, to the point that you know your whole family tree, everything.
Yeah, that would be so lit.
It will be lit.
Oh man, that would be lit.
You could guide each family, each generation to preserve the wealth.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I fuck with that, but I definitely fuck with like the time thing, but I just feel personally in life, obviously I know there's not a lot of time to do everything in the world, but like all things come to an end, and but
in this case it doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to. No, it doesn't have to. But I feel like let me go out with the money, living life to the fullest, you know, enjoying everything. I can do everything.
And to be fair, sometimes they say it's better to go out as a champ rather than end up being washed.
Literally, fam.
But then
You don't want to be that uncle that. They
yeah,
say,
but wait, you will never
it's
be that
over.
uncle because every new generation that comes, you'll be part of and you'll be fresh with them. So you get a new crowd to entertain each time.
But what if you're part? What if one of them ones you're part of the time? Then, but somebody older in the older generation clock that you was part of their generation. They say, "Hey, this guy, he's a funny guy. I remember this guy in my class. We were in the same school together."
I was saying chatting shit. I look young. I didn't age.
No,
so
but
how would anyone know?
But they'll take picture of you, school picture, school photo.
I was saying it's edited.
Like even on the boys, like you know that Homelander and that girl that he's doing this thing with. Okay. Like they lived for years, fam. They seen bare different shit. Personally, the way I see it is that to me, these come to an end. Like live life, like he said. Don't go out a champ. Don't go out as that uncle trying to move gal.
Yeah, but you won't be because you'll still look young. You'll look at their age.
No, but I'm telling you, bro. Okay, you look at it, but you'll be exposed because somebody from the upper generation will know that you was in their time. You can't go through 20 different generations without nobody knowing.
So if there was a leg girl,
yeah,
in your college, or uni, and then someone told you, "Oh, damn, that girl, she's like 200 years old," but bruv, she looks like a fresh 21, 22-year-old girl in uni with you or. Uni age 19, 20. Yeah. You're telling me you wouldn't want to clap? He's not gonna pull you off.
Me, it won't, but it was not gonna pull me off. You'll be thinking,
see, that's what I'm saying. So there you go.
Hold on. You'd be like, what? My God, a 200-year-old thing.
Yeah.
Like 200. Oh my days, bro. She got experience from.
Exactly. And
no,
you indulge in it, bro.
She got experience from those times. But you're indulging it. But then, man has to understand, what are you doing here if you are 200 years old? What are you doing in man's college, fam?
You have the grace of someone.
You are a creep, fam. You are 200 years old and you are in man's college or university moving to gal, fam. Are you dumb, fam?
Legal age and they're young just like me because I don't age.
You need to, but your certificate says 230 years old.
So what does
the
that
lowest
matter?
You go and be an 80-year-old thing, fam.
So wait, hold on. So you're telling me if you was 300 or 200 years old and you still looked young, you looked young like a 20-year-old.
I look like a 20-year-old.
Yeah. Are you telling me that you're only gonna be old things?
You know what? I'm gonna say, bro. You know what it is? It's gonna
You're
be.
telling me you won't approach 20-year-olds.
Bro, let me tell you something. It's gonna be hard for me to approach 20-year-olds. You know why? Because I have clocked the game, fam. You know,
you're chatting rubbish, bruv. If you had unlimited life,
let me
and you saw a leng 20-year-old.
Bro, let me explain. I've clocked the game. I know how she's feeling, when she's gonna feel it, how she's gonna feel it, and what I'm gonna do to make her unfeel it. You see. So you have to remember, you've clocked the game. So as soon as somebody finds out you are 200 years old, some people might say, "Oh yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he looks young." Some other people will be like, "What the fuck, brother? Are you a living mummy, fam? You're a living Frankenstein."
So we say they'll be scared of you,
bro. They're scared, fam. Yeah. Bro, 200 years of knowledge, bro. You've seen the world
so
war,
amazing.
bro.
Yeah.
You've seen the world. You've seen how they cured AIDS. You've seen how they invented. No, I'm just saying how they invented virtual reality. How they've gone through blah blah blah. You was there during COVID, fam. You understand? It's 2071. Remember, you were there during COVID. You understand, fam? And now you're trying to move to gal in the uni rave, fam. As a 200-year-old man, fam.
But if I still look fresh, if I still look like a 20-year-old, I don't care. Yeah,
this guy, fam.
No.
Wayne's vibe. I just want.
As long as we don't condone pedophilia here. We don't condone that.
No.
But I'm saying if
man needs to stop running that joke stories. No, you know what it is? That's not the way. The reason why I say that's ultra pedophilia is just because of the way it looks. But really and truly, if the girl was underage and you're 200 years old,
that's fucked
then
up.
that's
That's,
fucked
yeah.
up.
But if the girl's of age, she's
But-
20 something. Me, even in my own moral compass,
Yeah.
underage to me personally is anything under like 20.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I would even go for like early 20-year-olds or
Yeah.
anything, but I'm just saying
But
that
it's-
if you're under 20, it's no go for me.
Yeah, but-
so my thing is like,
There's nothing there still.
yeah.
You don't need to go there.
So my thing is like the same way. If I was older, like 200 years old, let's say,
Yeah.
I'll still have that kind of vibe. But yes, I will smash a boom 22-year-old if I am still looking her age, right? Because I've got unlimited time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
then I
that's
would.
fair, but
personally.
that's fine, fam. Me, I'm about the money. I want the unlimited money. Like life will be.
I'm about the money too, but I do also understand that I've got unlimited time to make money and be rich. I could live rich for 500 years of my life.
Yeah.
I'd still have time.
But
Do you know what I mean?
But I hear that, but you just have to remember. Before I hear we want to close this one up, but we just have to remember you have all the time in the world. All the time in the world, you will never die. You will never feel what other people have felt. Everything else in the world you feel, but death you will never know what it feels like. And some people, although people might want to run away from that and be happy, they don't care, but you don't know where all your friends have gone to. They could be waiting for you on the other side, but because you have lost the access to join them on the other side, you will never. I'm not trying to downplay.
No, that is a good point. You nearly switched me because that's a good point. That's actually a good point.
You see,
that's another side to it. Yeah.
like you will never. And with money, cool. Like money comes and goes, but having unlimited money, with everything, you understand. You'll be nice, but even if you have 30 heart transplants, everything. You can create bare stuff, but at the end of the day, all good things come to an end. And as long as you kept your legacy up and running with the generational wealth, boom.
Yeah.
You nice.
All right, man. I'm tired. I've been trying to keep up, but still, yeah.
Come on.
We gave you an extra. I'm guessing this was a long one, you know.
Oh yeah.
We gave you an extra episode with this episode 6. We made it nice and long for you.
Trust
so
me, juicy.
Please show some love, subscribe, like, comment.